Welcome back to Lab Cyber. Now, it turns out that Google have made the news yet again for all the wrong reasons. They've been caught quietly installing a 4GB AI model on the devices of the users without their consent. Of course, it's always without the user's consent, right? Now, this story was broken by Alexander Hanf, and he wrote here that Google Chrome silently installs a 4GB AI model on your device. Now, before I delve deeper into the story, I just wanted to talk about the fact that Chrome is the world's most popular browser, and it's not even close. Take a look at this, okay? We have the market shares of April 2026. Chrome dominates at essentially 68%. Safari is second at just 17%, so it is not even close. And one major reason why Chrome is so popular is because it is extremely convenient. You have YouTube, you have Gmail, you have Google Cloud. So users can simply sign in once into Gmail and then automatically they will have access to YouTube and these other additional services. So that's what gives Chrome essentially the edge. That's why it's so popular, because it's very, very convenient to use. Unfortunately, though, it's just a damn shame that one of the worst browsers right now is the world's most popular browser. It is a damn shame. But going back to the actual story itself, it wrote here that Google Chrome are installing a file called weights.bin, and it does this without your permission. And to make things even worse, if you find a file and you delete the file, Chrome will end up re-downloading it again unless you make certain changes, which I'm going to show you. But it is very, very frustrating because none of us asked for this, okay? I didn't ask for this file to be given to me by Google, but we're going to talk about Google's response a bit later, which is extremely frustrating. But let me show you real quick where the file is, because I guarantee you, if you're on Windows, you're in Mac, the chances are you do have this file sitting right now on your computer. Now, for Windows, I'm not a Mac user, but I will post the directory for you right here so you can check it out. But if you're a Windows user, you want to go to your user, app data, local Google, and then go into Chrome, go into user data, and then you will see down here the opt guide on device model. Mine right here is empty, but that's because I have already deleted the file. But I still have it right here on my laptop, okay? So I'm gonna switch screens in here for a moment and then show you. So right here, I am on my laptop right here, and I'm gonna open up the folder, and then you will see the date folder right here, open in there, and now right here, you will see the file here called weights.bin. And right there, it is 4GB in size. Now, one very interesting thing Alexander pointed out in his article here is the effect of this unwarranted download on the climate. Now, it turns out that Chrome have close to about 2 billion users at this point, and he calculated that pushing a 4GB file across even a fraction of that user base will generate somewhere between 6,000 and 60,000 tons of CO2 just from the download alone, not from using the AI itself, just from downloading the file onto people's devices without them even asking for it. Now, Google have, of course, responded, and right here, they said, one of their spokespersons said, we've offered Gemini Nano for Chrome since 2024 as a lightweight on-device model. It powers important security capabilities like scam detection and developer APIs without sending your data to the cloud. Yeah, sure. While this requires some local space on the desktop to run, the model will automatically uninstall if the device is low on resources. In February, we began rolling out the ability for users to easily turn off and remove the model directly in Chrome settings. Once disabled, the model will no longer download or update. See, this is what I find most frustrating about all of this, okay? I shouldn't have to now go ahead and turn off something that I never turned on in the first place. See, a lot of these tech companies, they have so much entitlement. They feel that, you know what, we can just do whatever we want to do. And if the user doesn't like it, well, they can go ahead and undo what we started. I never asked for this to be given to me in the first place. Now, let me just show you this real quick. If you were to go to Chrome, go into your settings, go to privacy and security, and then right here, go to security itself. Most people are like me, they have the standard protection turned on. We're not even using the so-called enhanced protection that uses, real-time AI-powered protection. If I had selected this previously, then okay, in some way, I have given Chrome the option or the permission to go ahead and download this 4GB AI model on my system. But me, just like with most users, I guarantee you probably have the exact same setting as well. We are all on standard protection. We're not using this AI-powered security. So it's very, very frustrating that you have Google just deciding that, you know what, we're going to go ahead and install this particular file. And if the users find out and they don't like it, well, they can go ahead and simply uninstall what we've done. And the reason why they do things like this is because they know that the vast majority of users are not going to do anything about this. Okay, they're going to say, well, okay, no harm done. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just going to leave it as it is. That's what they are counting on. Now, if you want to go ahead and delete the file, I've shown you the directory. Go ahead and delete it. However, to ensure that Chrome doesn't download it again, because that's the thing, okay? If you are to download the file, if you are to delete the file and then do nothing else, Chrome will go ahead and download it again on your behalf, because of course, Chrome knows best, okay? You as an adult, okay, you don't have the intellectual capability to decide what kinds of programs you want to have running on your system. No, it's Google that has to decide that for you, okay? So you can go ahead and delete the file. However, make sure that once you do that, you want to go over here to privacy and security. I'm sorry, no, you want to come down here to system. And then right here, you will see the on-device AI. Over here, to power features like scam detection, Chrome can use AI models, blah, 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 blah. You want to go ahead and simply turn these off. Now, it's my understanding that most people, well, I shouldn't say most people, but some people still don't have access to this particular feature, but it's going to get rolled out pretty soon. So if you don't have it yet, don't worry, just be on the lookout. It should be available for you in the next few days, but I'm hoping it is available for you right now. So go ahead, delete the file, delete the folder, and then come over here to your Chrome settings, go down there to system, and then make sure you turn off the on-device AI. Now, in closing, I've talked about this before, but if you're looking for a very good alternative to Chrome, I would always recommend that you go with the Brave browser, okay? It's not a perfect browser. Nothing is ever perfect. But when it comes to security, privacy, concerns, permissions, it is a million times better than Chrome. Yes, Brave too, they do push out certain kinds of AI features, but the difference between Brave and Chrome is that while Chrome will go behind your back and do so without your permission, Brave will at the very least ask for your permission before they go ahead and download or install certain kinds of features. And that's the one thing I do appreciate about Brave. And I can understand the hesitancy to switch to Brave because now you'll have to sign into your Gmail, sign into YouTube, but it's something you do once every few weeks. It's really not that big of a deal, to be honest with you, okay? And I believe that this very small level of inconvenience that you may have to go through, it's really, really worth it when you think about, the privacy, the security risks, the fact that Chrome, in all honesty, has become a very bloated browser that's simply not safe, or it's really not that great anymore. Many years ago, Chrome used to be, the world's best browser, but a lot has changed since then, and I can never, ever, ever recommend Chrome to anybody. So if you're looking for a decent alternative, it's going to be Brave. Firefox is also a pretty good browser, at least when it comes to privacy and security. And there's a few other browsers out there which I haven't personally tested, but Brave is one I've been using for several years right now, and I love Brave. I think it's a very, very fantastic browser. And again, if you're looking for a good alternative, Brave is the way to go. So that's it for today's video. Again, if you have any questions or comments about anything I covered in this video, let me hear from you. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you still going to keep on using Chrome, or are you going to switch to a different browser? If you're using a different browser from Chrome or Brave, do let me know down in the comment section below. If you're new here to the channel, welcome to Lab Cyber. My name is Alex. I cover stories around the world of AI and cybersecurity. So if you do enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.